so I believe that we are feeding out to the folks. I think that we are. I believe that we are feeding out to the folks. All right, so let's do this. While I'm waiting for confirmation of that, welcome back to the world's most awesome podcast about freedom. You can't find a better podcast than this. You know, this tonight I think is like we're like 749, episode 749, number one freedom Second Amendment podcast in the world, as certified by Hank Strange. So there you go.
And that's all that matters.
That's yeah, that's all that really counts. Okay, so we're kicking this off here a little bit early just because we're testing some new stuff here or some new elements.
I can see the chat on the side. This is awesome.
Yeah. Walter and Babyface are gonna love this.
This is nice.
No one can see you yet.
You just took my PC out of work. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'll throw these guys up in here so you guys can see them. All right, so listen, the first thing I want to do, remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list. Very important thing. That's a great way to keep in touch with us. Lola does a lot of work on Lola's deals there, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, you can find links to all the different platforms that we're on if you look in the Strangerholics tab. Big shout out to... can you guys see it? U.S. Law Shield. Let's see. Boom. There it goes. This is the Florida gun law book. You were checking that out, Walt?
I was reading through it. Yeah, it's not what I thought it was, actually.
Oh, okay. What was it then? If it wasn't what you thought it was?
Well, I mean, it gives you situations and examples and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes. So we'll talk about this. We'll even have the guys from U.S. Law Shield on. If you guys want to sign up with U.S. Law Shield, there's a link in the description of this video that you can use that gets you some great protection as well as helps keep paying the bills around here. So let's do this. I am going to do the open. Let's see if this works.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles.
I think. All right, guys, make sure you smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. Walter, ring the bell. There you go. Walter's ringing the bell. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on out there. Let's do the jazz hands. Jazz hands. Everyone get the jazz hands going. There you go.
Landed my airplane in the water. Jazz hands. Ah!
Oh yeah. It was that kind of weekend. This is episode 749 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. It's Free For All Monday. We've got Babyface P joining us. Patrick, what's up? Oh, Babyface is messing up.
Oh, it's not working. Oh, man, it's not working.
Yeah. That didn't go up there. Go ahead.
I think you have to choose. I can't just hijack the stream.
Oh, you want me to show that picture of you?
No, you don't have to show it. I was going to try to make that my face, but I can't hijack the stream on my own. You have to allow it.
Yeah. I am literally... So this thing that we're using here to do this now, because Babyface complains so much about Skype. We're not using Skype anymore. We're using the software that I've been using all this time. It's called Ecamm, and it has this feature where everyone can dial into it to be here on the show, and that's how we have Walter and Patrick here. And speaking of Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms, there he goes. Walter, what's up?
I survived the weekend. Mini bike racing. I'm
awesome.
sore as F. I'm crippled up.
Mm-hmm.
But stairs are not my friend. So
what?
Not as bad. Not as bad as one of the riders. He had to get stitches in his knees. So
ooh,
I'll tell you about that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see how I could do stuff here. Like, let's see if I wanna. I guess I could just tap on people if I want that person. There's no switcher that automatically goes.
Hey.
So Babyface, it's all you. I don't know what you're trying to show off.
Let's see. Who's behind me back there? Can you see him? Oh, there he is. Oh.
Yeah. How many beds does he have behind you?
2 at the moment. He likes the beanbag chair the most, though.
Yeah, so there you go. That's Buckshot, a.k.a. Neckbone. Joining us.
Featuring the finest of local brews on the show tonight. I have a feeling that's what I'm going to look like as an old man.
Big nose. That looks like something from a J.R.R. Tolkien novel.
Yeah, this is Swamphead Brewery. This stuff's really good.
Yeah. Let me see. So just let me just remind everyone here while we're doing all this, smash those thumbs ups, ring the bell, etc. All that kind of stuff. Smash the thumbs ups. We really need that. Keep it
I'm just-
going.
As long the
What's
longer you
up?
leave me as the main video, I'm just gonna start making weird faces at everybody.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's
This is
Walter.
this is the problem with you seeing
There's
everything. This is the problem with you seeing everything. That's gonna be nothing but trouble now. You know.
And we get to
nothing.
see it live, so when you add like overlays and everything, we can actually see it.
Yeah, you should be able to see whatever I'm doing here
Mm-hmm.
when I'm doing it, and we'll see how that works out. So, yeah. So anyway, it's Monday. It's Monday. How was everyone's weekend? I don't know who wants to go first. How was you guys' weekend?
I had nothing exciting, so let's go to Walter.
I went up to the Gambler 500, which was in Wildwood. They were having the Gambler, then they were having what they call Hoop DX, which is like motocross for beat up cars, and then the mini bike races.
Oh, okay.
And we did the mini bike racing on Saturday, and I feel like I got ran over by a tractor trailer.
Okay. So what is like? Here's my question about the whole tractor trailer, or the mini bike race. What something happened to your bike? What was it in the middle of the? Because I think your frame cracked or something. Did that disqualify you?
No. Well, we made it all the way to the final races, and then Will went to look. I got an echo on my side. I don't know what it is.
We can hear it
But,
from coming from Hank's stream for some reason.
Oh, maybe let me turn my headsets down. How's that? Better?
Okay, let me talk. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Because you're probably hearing
Yeah.
me hitting the microphone or something like that, so I'll turn it down. Go ahead. I can hear you guys.
Okay, so we made it all the way to
Now
the
what happened?
finals. One of us was going to be in
Okay,
the fastest class.
Can you
He
hear?
broke it
I
down
can't
in.
hear Walter at all now.
I can hear Walter perfectly.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, gentlemen, everybody watching, ladies and gentlemen, we're
I
testing
cannot
tonight.
hear you guys at all.
So
Don't
we
know
are
what is
we are
happening.
doing all the testing possible.
Welcome
Eventually
to
it'll come. So Walter, tell us about this mini bike race that you were in.
Oh yeah, so we made it to the one. Me and my son were both riding the same bike. Oh, look at this. We got the man in the
Okay,
shadow.
for some reason I
Okay.
can't hear you guys. What happened there?
I don't know.
Oh,
Keep telling
okay,
us.
okay, there we go. Okay, I know I hit the wrong button. I muted everything. Yeah, it was me. Go ahead.
Okay, operator error.
Yeah.
So
Too many buttons to
it-
push. Too many
Yeah.
buttons. Yeah. Go ahead,
it
Walt.
came down to they were going to do the last three heats, the last three races. They had a slow class, a faster class, and then the fast guys. Me and Will had both basically scored the same points from being in the other heat races. So we had a choice. Mark, who was organizing things, said, one of you guys can be in the medium one, and one of you guys can be in the fast one. I said, Mark, you make the choice. I don't care. So Will went back to the car to get something. He comes back. We're not being in anything. Got a cracked frame. So
No.
Yeah, but
yeah,
so
right.
you guys, you didn't want to risk running it, or maybe
you'd
let
hate
the
to go over
lighter
a jump
guy.
and have the back wheel fall off.
Oh well.
Yeah, and then you go over the
There's
handlebars.
that. Yeah, there's that. There was that.
And speaking of that, one of the guys, Matt Dixon, he had an incident where he landed and the handlebars went forward, and his knee hit the where the forks mount, and tore a big hole in his knee. He had to go. Oh yeah, it's on. If you look on Facebook, on the Florida off-road mini bike thing, there's a picture of his knee, and he had to get stitches on the inside of his knee and stitches on the outside.
Oh, good lord! Oh, that sounds
yeah,
awful.
Yeah. He came back in a leg brace. His leg was all straightened out and all wrapped up, and that hurt. That had to hurt a little bit. But he's a tough sucker. He walked back. He comes walking back after he crashed, and I say, "Man, you got blood on your pants." And it didn't even tear his pants. It was like weird. And then he went back and looked, and he goes, "Yeah, I got to go to the hospital." So it's like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
But I only fell down one time, and it was like one of these slow motion falls. And no damage incurred. I'm just tired from my legs. You know, you're using your legs like shock absorbers, and if your legs aren't used to being shock absorbed, yeah, they're tired. So I'm sore.
Yeah.
I got to ride more. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Listen, so did you guys already fix the bike, or because I know that's the? Did you already fix the frame, or the frame's? I'm guessing it's fixable. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna weld it. I'm gonna weld the crack up and then probably put a brace over it. Yesterday I did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just cleaned the car
Rested,
out, put my
recuperated?
stuff away. Yeah, I just took it easy. I thought about going and doing all that stuff, and then I'm like, you know what? It'll be there tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. So,
Did you guys get the rain yesterday as well?
yesterday,
It was
started
raining. It
raining.
was raining all day here.
Yeah.
It started raining last night, and
Mhm.
we got the line of stuff that came through. Oh, what time was that? I forget. About 9ish, I think it was. And then it was raining some more today, but then it stopped raining this afternoon. So we didn't get the most of it like you guys did.
Yeah, we got a crap load.
Yeah, I think Patrick was planning on coming over and doing some
I
stuff.
had some videos to get done, and it just got rained
poured.
out. I just didn't do it.
It just poured all day. Here's one of the cool things that I did do over the weekend. I did crack open my rocket. Let me see if I
That
can
thing is
share
cool
the
looking.
pictures with anyone. Here we go. Let's see. Let me see. I should be able to share this with you guys.
For those of you who want one of these after you see this, I don't know if they still have them, but RTG parts, RTG gun parts.
Boom!
That they have.
Look at that!
And,
Look at that! Oh, that's amazing. Love it.
Now the little he hadn't got taken it out, but the little winglets fold out. And,
yeah. I wanted to leave it.
Really,
Listen, you're lucky I opened the box like this much. Okay? You're lucky I opened the box this much. I'm just telling you guys. And actually, one of the boys went over there and he saw that thing. And I was like, yeah, what do you think about my rocket? He's like, why do you have a rocket over there?
Your response is, why not?
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with having... I told him it was a trainer. Yeah, but he's like, what are you training for? I was like, because it looks awesome.
You need a reason?
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Alaskan Ballistics. I see Alaskan Ballistics out there. By the way, shout out to him. Shout out to anyone. I don't know if anyone out there needs a shout out. James Lawson says evening from snowy Yellowstone.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I wonder if James Lawson is one of those bison that runs people over in Yellowstone. Yeah. Can you just imagine that right now? Bison sitting there going, "Oh yes, ran over 3 tourists today.
Got 3 Caristos today. I had a great day.
Extra points. Extra points."
Yeah.
So anyway, listen, I forgot to shout out TUSC. Big shout out to TUSC Cryptocurrency out there, for the firearms industry. They actually sponsor the podcast here. I don't know if Walter got signed up yet. Patrick is. I've sent Patrick some TUSC. I need to actually send you some more TUSC.
That'd be great. When something comes available that I can buy with it, I'm gonna buy. They do have armor. Somebody is taking TUSC for armor. I thought about it, but I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
But for tanks?
Yeah.
No, not
tanks?
armor. No, body armor. Body armor.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Oh man, the day when you could buy a tank.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Need a lot of TUSC to buy a tank.
I would totally buy one. I don't know. Walter, you be my consultant on what tank we buy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what tanks are actually available.
I want a Stewart. I decided I want a what is it, M3 Stewart? That's what I want.
Well,
Oh, okay.
you better
Little small tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better start saving your shekels.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Let's see. Alaskan Ballistics gave us a couple of bucks here. Big thanks. I haven't worked out the audio yet. I'm supposed to sample that audio from Gorillas and so here, I'll just do the applause.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll just do the applause for now. Big thanks. Oh, we're
One,
so easily amused.
one of the mini bike channels I watch, whenever they pick something up heavy, they go, "He's so strong."
Yeah, we can actually do some sound effects. So Alaskan Ballistic says if I can't order a surface to air missile from Amazon, oh boy. Hold on, let me finish reading
You're
this.
gonna have to. You're gonna have to wait for My Little Pillow Guy's shopping site before you're gonna be able to buy the.
Yeah.
My little pillow.
Yeah. He
No,
says if
I'm
I
sorry.
can't order a surface to air missile from Amazon and have it delivered with free 2-day Prime shipping, my rights are being violated. There you go. That was so my pillow guy is doing what now?
He's gonna start a shopping like Amazon shopping site.
Boom.
Is he really? I hope it works
That's what
for
he
him.
says. Yeah, that's what he says.
I'm all about it.
I hope it
I
takes
said,
off.
where do I sign up? Where do I sign
I know
up?
people are tired of the
Well,
woke
you know,
politics of everybody in big tech.
if you want to sell your cool gun stuff, you can't do that on Amazon.
No.
No.
I want my pillow. What's his name? Mike Lindell.
Yeah,
He can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned.
he's
an awesome dude.
Some people are giving him some crap about it and stuff, and it's like,
Mhm.
you know what? So, he's gonna make money and blah 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 blah. It's like, well,
Okay.
why the hell do you do,
It's
why the hell do
America.
you get it? Why do you do business?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
just
I
happy
like-
that Knucklehead Kids pillow business
Oh,
didn't
that
work
was a
out.
bunch of bullshit. That was
Yeah.
that was just that was a scam.
What was that going to be? Hog pillows?
Yeah, butt buddy pillows.
Did we talked about this where he gave up? He was like, "Oh, I'm relinquishing my CEO rights to the name and everything that goes along with it." It's like,
Yeah.
bro, what are you relinquishing? You didn't have anything to begin with.
Anything.
I was
Yeah.
happy every time he was, when he was all miserable because he wasn't getting money or it was too expensive to do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was making me happy. I was like, oh, this is manna from the heavens when this kid.
Or-
Wait, you saying it's tough to start a business?
Yeah, right.
I'm crying.
Yeah. He gave up so quick. Look, we've been doing this podcast for 3 years. More, at least more than that, probably. What's up?
Let me tell you how it works. You know, the left always wanted to have talk radio. They wanted to have their own Rush Limbaugh. They wanted to have all that bullshit. Well, what paid for Rush Limbaugh to be so popular? What paid to keep him on the radio? People watching him and advertisers paying to advertise on his channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
The leftists could never get anybody to advertise on these left wing talk shows, and they all failed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. I would agree with you, Walt. I think
I mean,
we don't that's
need,
what it comes down to.
We don't need PBS of the airwaves, you know.
Are you telling me that in a socialist utopia, there's nobody willing to pay for things? Really?
Yeah. So Night Train says, I wonder how David Hogg's pillow business is doing. It went out of business.
Yeah, he went under.
No longer in the business, yo.
He never was in business.
Yeah.
He's just the little boy in the front. You know?
Yeah, communism doesn't work for pillows.
No.
But we should listen. We should all buy Like I told Lola, don't buy any pillows that are not my pillows. And my pillow sells some other stuff. We'll find out if they're gonna start a shopping thing or whatever. We'll find out. You know, hey, that guy might have the money to do some stuff around here and make some changes. So
maybe he'll start his own social media thing. You never
yeah,
know.
Lola says I'm surprised he didn't get any stimulus business money. David Hogg, no.
I don't think he ever even produced anything.
Yeah.
Nothing ever became a thing from him.
There's no pillows.
No.
He never got anything going or anything off the ground. So, anyway, congratulations to Mike Lindell. Is that an article somewhere? Does anyone know? I don't have that article.
Where you been, man? Did you see the plane crash?
Okay, so are we going to the plane crash? That's what we want to do?
No, but I'm just asking you. That was all over.
I have
the
seen it.
News.
Yes, I have
Okay.
seen it. I have seen
Because
it.
when we were texting, it kind of sounded like you didn't see it until somebody mentioned it to you.
No, oh my goodness gracious.
I haven't even been watching the news. I haven't watched the news since the election, and I even know what's going on.
Okay, so Richard, wait, hold on. There's a lot of Richards. Let me see. Which is the British Richard?
Maunder.
Yeah. So Richard Maunder. Yeah, Richard Maunder sent me. He sent me video of that earlier today, and he goes, "Oh, did Flying Rich smash another crash land another plane. And I was like, what is he talking about? And then I looked at it. So let's see. Let's see
hurts
if I
my
can.
soul to see. He did a good job, and it's amazing.
Oh, that was a perfect water landing.
Yeah, let's see if we
it's
can get some
amazing
footage
how
going.
slow that dive bomber could go and still maintain air. Because right at the last second, it almost gained a little bit of air. Then the prop stopped turning, and it just whoosh right to the wall.
Come on.
Yeah, he
Okay,
pulled it up right at the last little bit there and stalled it out, and boom. Let
me see if I can get this. I'm trying to get it to play.
We did some looking last night. The fastest dogfighter we had, the P-51 Mustang, was top speed 440 miles an hour, cruising speed 300, and it could easily reach 4. That bomber there cruised at like 275. So it was not. It's a slow aircraft.
Let's share this with the folks out there. I think I can make it happen from here. Let's see if we can get this to play. Come on.
Florida took a terrifying turn when a World War II era bomber crash landed.
You gotta find a better video than this one.
Come on. Where's the video of this?
It's a news article.
Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're still not showing it.
Lady.
Come on.
Why are there kids?
Why are they showing the picture?
Do you need me to find a better video?
I don't know what's going. Yeah, I don't know what's. Yeah, that's a terrible. I don't know. I can't find. Lola sent me one. It's terrible. I'm trying to. Let me see if I could just pull up Richard Maunders. Hold on.
What's amazing is he didn't hit anybody in the water either.
No, I know. So he could have. He could have taken somebody's head off.
Okay, let's see. Oh, actually, okay, here we go.
And I love the people that are just looking like, oh, that's a plane.
Let's play this one from Richard Maunder. Here we go. This is gonna be it. Look at this.
Woo! Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a very good landing.
That was great. Hold on. Let's see if we can. Yeah, let's see that again.
You got to hear the audio. Some women are going, ah! They're screaming at the top of their lungs.
It went right over somebody's head. This person could have almost touched it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're out there swimming around, and all you say, honey, look at that airplane over there. And all of a sudden, honey, it's going to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was cool. Richard, let's see. Boss Hog is laughing. I don't know if he's laughing at me or laughing at that. Kathleen Music Lover says Flying Rich crashed a plane. Only if he takes off in a plane. Then pretty much that's how he lands.
That's sad though. Those guys worked 18 years restoring that plane.
Yeah, that's that's history.
They are running a well, I don't know if it's a GoFundMe, but it's one of those funding things to get the plane back repaired. And as of last night when I looked, they'd already made a bunch of money. It's on their website. I can go find it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really expensive. I try to reach out to Richard, or Lola tried, and then we couldn't get in touch with him because he's too busy probably trying to one up these guys. You know,
it's amazing. It's just really cool to me because I've never been around planes a whole lot, but it's amazing how slow a plane can go and still somewhat maintain air.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's magic.
It looks like magic. It really, the way how slow he was going, it really looks like magic.
Yeah. Lola says, "What caused the plane crash, babyface?"
I think engine trouble is as far as I got. I don't know beyond that. They did salvage. They did a salvage operation. They picked it out of the water, and it's going to get repaired and put back into service. It's going to take a long time. I have feelings to take a hell of a long time to get that thing serviced.
Yeah. Let's see. There's some jokes. Tommy6862 says that's a real dive bomber.
It is. It was the World War II TBM Avenger, which was a torpedo bomber. It was a World War II torpedo bomber that was used to fight the Japanese in the Pacific. Which, again, I can't even imagine flying that slow.
It landed in the ocean, dive bomber?
Seems appropriate. Okay. But I think...
He's not getting the joke. He's not getting the joke.
No, definitely not. Somebody in the thing can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a 3-seater. It looks like it had the machine gunner in the back, and then a pilot and a co-pilot, possibly, which is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, though. Super cool. I would love to get into planes. If I need to be a millionaire one day and get into the plane world.
That's a rich man's sport. If
It
you have
is,
to ask,
and
you
that would be
can't afford
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Planes. I think planes are cool, man. I like the experimental planes too. You know. The super light. I think what Flying Rich had was one of those.
He's got an experimental.
Yeah, experimental super light. I think he still has it.
I'd love to. You know what we saw the other day on the interstate, which is what I would love to have. Lola just texted me and asked, was it a personal plane or a museum plane? It's
Private.
owned by a flight group. It's basically a museum plane, but it was owned by a group that does air shows out of Georgia. I think they're out of Macon, and they take their planes for air shows. But we were driving down the interstate last weekend down to Tampa, and there was I don't even know what it was called, a Mosquito, I think. It was like a personal helicopter, a one-person helicopter. And it fit on the back of a trailer towed behind just a pickup truck. So you can realize how small that is. It wasn't big. Really cool. Like you can build your own?
Yeah.
I would love it.
That thing is called a
cool.
TBM Avenger.
Yeah, TBM.
That was the plane that crashed. Yep.
Yeah, TBM. Why do I see TBF Avenger? Which one is it? TBF or TBM?
TBM.
TBM.
Yeah, I would love to have a personal helicopter. That seems so cool to me.
Okay, yeah. So this is a thing. Let me see if I can run this in for people, because this is basically from like the. Let me see. What is this called? Hold on. I think this is from the Pearl Harbor Museum or something like that. Here we go. Yeah, Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum.org. Grumman TBF/TBM Avenger. Through its introduction to combat at the Battle of Midway, though its introduction to combat at the Battle of Midway was not a promising start, 5 of the 6 Grumman TBF-1 Avengers assigned to Torpedo Squadron VT-8 were shot down, and the lone survivor was heavily damaged. TBF became the Navy's standard torpedo bomber throughout the war. It served in other roles as well, including glide bombing in close air support, reconnaissance, and light transport. In all, 9,836 Avengers were built, 7,546 of which were turned out by General Motors Eastern Aircraft Division and designated TBMs. Okay, so there you go.
They're cool. There's some pictures out there you can find where they have the massive torpedo, like they would be a single torpedo dive bomber, and they would have these massive torpedoes on the bottom of the plane that took up the entire length of the fuselage, like huge old things. And I can't even imagine having to dive bomb a Japanese craft. Just seems terrifying.
Yeah, this is cool. This is
It's neat. It's really neat.
Yeah, it does look like you can get 2 dudes in there, I guess. And
plus, I think that
it's a big plane. It's a big plane.
I think it's a 3-seater. And again, somebody can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be a gunner thing I saw back there too.
Yeah, there's a gunner back there.
Richard from BWD says Babyface needs a Big Bell helicopter or a Huey. If I ever had the money, bet your bottom dollar I would be buying something like that.
I want Airwolf, even though that wasn't real.
There's if you like real stuff, there's video of from World War II where one of those gunners in the back got shot up so bad they buried him with the plane. The plane was shot up also, and they pushed him and the plane overboard. As his burial thing. They didn't even take him out because he was shot up so bad.
Wow.
Jeez, so there was goo left in the plane, basically.
He would have been shredded.
Buried him with the plane. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Can you imagine, man? World War II times, crazy. That's crazy hard life for everyone. Back in those times, you know.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Back here.
You
Back
know.
in the good old days, like my dad said, they weren't so good.
I don't think I'd want to live in those times.
Personal. So I'm looking this up now because this would be cool. Personal helicopter, home built Safari 400, which comes as a parts kit that you put together, $145,000.
No,
it's a lot of money.
But
I feel like you could afford that.
If you look it up, there's one made in Florida, and I don't know if I could find it. There's one made in Florida, not far from where I'm at, and they make personal aircraft, and they're like $45,000. Hold on.
Oh man, that would be. I would love to just like fly that over the lake back behind us, and super cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could find that company. I can't remember the name of it, but I see them whenever I go into town. Let's see. I'm not getting my internet here. Is not. Let me see if I can get.
There's people who have built their own helicopters from scratch too. So
I don't know if I got that type of skill.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
If you don't have 145 grand.
Yeah.
And that's how you died.
Well, you can die in the $145,000 one too, very easy.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, but
every day experimental.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't know if you can look up that. Let me see. Let me see if I can look up the one that I'm talking about, because that company.
Have you guys ever flown in a helicopter?
Yes.
It's an amazing feeling.
Three times.
It's such a cool feeling. Like, plane flight is neat. It's to me, it feels like you have a destination to go to. Helicopter flight is just a whole different level, because it's like I don't know, a floating seat that you're in. That's all it is.
Yeah. So here, I found the company. Let me see. I'll share that with you guys here real quick. Composite FX. That's the name of the company. Home of the XE series helicopter, the world's premier single-seat experimental and ultralight helicopters. They've got various different models. I don't know if they have prices here, but these are not super. Like, you could buy these helicopters for $40,000-$50,000.
No, I want to say I don't believe it.
Let me see. Here it goes, right here. Pricing, factory. So if you get the kit and you do it yourself, it's $37,000. But if you get the factory finished one, it's $46,500. Come on, Walt.
That seems awful.
That's
cheap.
affordable.
Walter, we could do this. Safety harbor, and by we I mean you.
No, we King Osabi. Yeah, no.
That's totally affordable. Like realistically, 140 I think could be as well, but that's absolutely affordable.
Walter, you don't need more CNC machines, okay? We need one of these with a 50.
I like all my arms and limbs attached to my body.
Okay.
And I like that maybe not be burned beyond recognition, that kind of thing, So I'm
amazing.
I'm stay there.
Last time Richard was here, him and I talked a little bit about the experimental plane stuff, getting into that. And the amazing thing about a lot of it is what would have costed 10x what it costs today back then is so, like, a lot of it can be run. You can run a whole experimental plane through an iPad now and hook it into a Raspberry Pi and run software off a Raspberry Pi that is open source. Like, you can do incredible stuff nowadays that 10, 15 years ago, you would have had to pay 10,
look at drones.
Price.
Yeah. If you look at
it's amazing.
At drones. Yeah. And I think Walter, you need to buy one of these. Sorry. Me and Babyface, we voted.
And then you need to get trained. Everybody needs to go to helicopter school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. That's easy. No problem. First you gotta get your.
How hard can it be? How difficult can it be, Walter?
Look, a lot of people can't even TIG weld. How the frick are they going to fly a helicopter?
It's got. I guarantee it's got to be easy.
Well, watch some videos.
Optimus Vader. Optimus Vader says that's
in their first time helicopter flights. Watch what happens a lot of times.
Yeah, you crash, you die. Optimus Vader says that's like a high point price helicopter.
Yeah, it is.
46. You got to remember that's little too. That's you're not gonna carry your crew in there or anything. It's
it's
itty bitty teeny weeny.
Yeah, Asper Warrior says Walter needs a military surplus ultralight chopper.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, I don't
They never did ultralights though. Yeah.
No.
And secondly, the military doesn't sell them whole. So.
Oh yeah, they
Now,
decommission it.
It might. The GSA has been selling. You can buy a Black Hawk through the GSA, but that's it's a big time. People, aircraft, aircraft maintenance is expensive. Even little stuff is expensive. So you can go the experimental route, but
yeah, I don't want to own my own any kind of aircraft or boat for that matter. I just want to. I want you to own one, Walter. You own
boats,
it. Mm-hmm.
Boats and airplanes are black holes. You just take your money by the buckets and just dump them in.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Some more money. Yeah. Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah. So by the way, I was just looking this up about Airwolf. So did you who saw? Raise your hands if you saw the Airwolf TV show. I did.
Way back in the day.
Walter saw it. Okay.
Not a big fan of it. I was watching the A-Team instead.
Yeah, Babyface. Okay, Babyface doesn't even know what we're talking about. But here it goes. Here goes Airwolf. So this is on Wikipedia. So this was, I think, how many seasons did they have? 2 and 3. They had a couple of seasons, and they were connected to. There's a Magnum PI. Where's the pictures of this thing? Anyway, do you know what happened to it eventually? It crashed.
The actual jet? The actual helicopter?
Yeah, it was a Bell. Let me see. Where is it? It was a Bell 222, and they dressed it up to be Airwolf. And then at the end of the show, I remember they sold it to some company, and it wound up crashing in Germany. Let me see if I can find it right here. Yeah, here it goes. The flight-capable Airwolf helicopter was cosmetically modified Bell 222, serial number 47085. Sometimes unofficially called a Bell 22A. During filming of the series, the helicopter was owned by Jetcopters of Van Nuys, California. The helicopter eventually sold after the show ended and became an ambulance helicopter in Germany, where it crashed in a thunderstorm and was destroyed on June 6, 1992, killing all 3 crew members. So, rest in peace. The concept behind Airwolf was a supersonic armed helicopter that could be disguised as a civilian vehicle, a wolf in sheep's clothing. So there you go. That's the, No one enjoying that story at all?
Super interested. I'm just blown away.
Okay, Alaskan Ballistics gave us some more money. He says, bring your plane up here and we'll fly out to hunt moose. Ooh.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have a plane.
Those bush pilots, man, they're awesome, man. Those guys land on those creek beds and stuff like that.
Yeah. See, Richard Monder knows what I'm talking about, He says it was crashed after the show was made. So how about, do you like those Alaska bush planes? Do you like those?
Those are cool. Short takeoff and landing? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I like a seaplane kind of thing. What do those run?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Someone let us know what that costs, and then we'll sign.
None of that stuff is cheap, man. I'm gonna leave it to flying to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walter likes keeping it grounded.
I mean, I love to fly. I like to go flying, but I just think, it's like one of those, let's learn how to fly. Okay, you learn how to fly, you go to your pilot's license, and then what do? You can't go flying once every 6 months, so you won't stay fresh. You got to do that on a regular basis.
You get a Harrier jump jet, you can go wherever you want to and just freaking land in the streets. In the parking lot. Those have to be ridiculous if there's even any. I don't know if there's any of those jump jets.
There's one in private hands.
Oh, okay.
I think one or two. But you know how hard those old Harriers were to fly, because there was no the original ones. The pilot did all the crap. It got the vertical takeoff and landing stuff. Now that the military has, like the F-35, a lot of that's like computer controlled.
Yeah, fly by wire.
No, but the actual stabilization and everything else.
Yeah.
But back in the old days, they killed a lot of pilots flying those stupid jump jets. Yeah.
Well, to do the moves that you do now with those quick takeoff and landing type of planes, I mean, I don't think a human being could actually move that fast to control those things. So you kind of have to depend on the computer for that one. You know.
That's why the Brits on their carrier they use the ramp to take off, because they don't lift up and go straight up. They're gonna go forward and give some thrust and then.
Yeah, I'm sticking with good old camper van technology.
Yeah, here. I got a helicopter, Walt, and I'm riding around in an RV.
On the ground.
Come on, Ethel, let's go.
If you have a problem while you're on the ground driving, the worst that happens to you is you get hot, or when you pull over somewhere, you're hot. You know, you have a mechanical issue. You're not always going to have the ocean or the beach to land on like these guys we were just talking about.
Honey, we got to drain the poop tanks. Let's go somewhere.
You know, that's kind of an interesting point there is he was lucky he was out over water and could make an emergency landing in a decently good spot. Like, if he would have been 6 feet to the right over land, he would have run, a whole bunch of beachgoers over. If he was over the city, he'd have to try to find an interstate or something. I don't know. Like, he ended up doing a pretty good job.
Field. Yeah.
Open field, yeah, somewhere where you can touch down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these shows happen in Florida. And
we like our aircraft here.
Yeah, and you're probably never too far from water here in Florida.
This weekend there was part of the Sun and Fun flying in Lakeland and the air show in Cocoa Beach. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Two
By the way,
going on the same time.
We're talking about flight. Before we move on to other stuff here, we're talking about flight. Did you guys see the story about the military admitting there were UFOs? It was on Tucker Carlson.
Yes.
Yeah, showing like the triangular type of.
Is it weird yet that nobody is batting an eye at this? Because all of civilization knows, all of us regular people know, of course, fucking aliens are real. But nobody's even.
Everybody always goes into this alien mode when they say UFO, unidentified, flying.
It's not. It's not the Russians. I'm going. It's not the Russians.
Yeah,
aliens.
UFO means unidentified flying.
We just don't know what it is.
Yeah, they don't know what it is, so it's not the Russians. It's not any kind of aircraft that they can identify. Russians don't have technology to make freaking dishwashers.
Yeah. Don't you think it? Don't you think it's kind of odd that they just fess up to it?
At this point, Walter, what do you think this whole thing has been about, man? At some point, the president is going to come on the TV and say,
"Hey, aliens.
There's aliens, and there are overlords, and hey, we made a deal. We're only giving up the black people or something like that." And everyone's going to be like, "Oh, that's fine. That's good. Go ahead. It's okay." Me, I'm getting my SHGF 50.
And you shooting down alien aircraft.
Yeah, don't even try to roll up on me, bro.
Next thing you know, ATF said he was shooting down helicopters with a 50 caliber.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They're going to try to say, "Oh, don't worry. We are sending you back. We're sending you back to your peoples,
to the homeland, to the fatherland."
Yeah, don't go for any of that. I'm not going for any of that. This is my homeland now. But I'm telling you, at some point here, they are gonna. Do we want to do a running bet on this, on how long it is before they admit this? Come on,
25 more years. They're gonna weigh it out as long as possible.
25.
Oh, they're going to take forever. They're going to try to do everything else to not tell us about aliens.
Okay, Patrick said 25. Walter, how many years before they admit there's aliens? And then the people out there could tell us, too, what they think.
Okay,
I want to hear.
What is an alien?
And meanwhile, I will sip from my skull cup. I think I got this from Walter. What is an alien? There you go. Look, let's see if you could. I don't know if you could see it. It's real.
Yeah, is the glass one? Yeah, I think you did get that.
I don't know if it's focusing. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got that from me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is an alien? Is it like a single cell grab a thing?
Oh, a single cell creature didn't make an aircraft that can just change direction whenever it wants to.
Well.
An alien is something extraterrestrial off this planet, sentient life that is able to make aircraft that can
we're talking
evade
about sentient,
the highest
definitely sentient beings, not single-celled organisms coming in on what's big rocks. I can't think of the word.
Yeah. This thing can evade. This thing can evade American tracking technology. The best the American military has to offer.
If the military says this, they're covering something else. Done.
What are they covering? I mean,
we're
not even. We're not even making shuttles anymore.
You know, we stopped flying the SR-71. Do you think they stopped?
No, I'm sure this.
You think they didn't have another plane to fill in that gap?
Yeah, these aren't SR-71s. These aren't.
I'm not. Well.
Yeah. LV Louis Cypher says the truth is out there. Flying Rich says south of the border.
Just don't waste a lot of time thinking about it, all right?
Yeah. So Tools and Target says, I'm with Walt on this one. I say about 5 years. About 5 years. 5 years. That's probably why we have to wear the masks.
That's why we have to wear the mask. The aliens are currently among us, and they can't take our human breathing, so we need to wear masks to protect all of them. You know, if somebody came out and said, listen, aliens are among us, you need to wear masks for the rest of your lives because it really damages their health, people would absolutely be like, oh, we need to take care of the aliens.
I don't care about the aliens' health. I don't care about the health.
Maybe the aliens are vegans, too. Maybe I need to have a vegan diet for those aliens.
Maybe the aliens prefer to eat vegans because they taste better.
maybe, because they don't have that meat in them. Yeah,
they don't have. Vegans don't have cigarette smoke and alcohol and all the other shit that makes us taste bad.
Yeah. Alaskan Ballistic says the only planet that has alien aircraft on it is Mars. We just flew it. So he's talking about the helicopter on Mars. Yeah. So let me ask you this, Walter. We just remote controlled a drone, not really a helicopter, but a drone on Mars. And we did that. Why do you say in this universe that's billions and cajillions or quadrillions of years old that there's no life out there that can have higher, more advanced technology than us, that they could be, with these little triangle flying things, could be their tech that they're messing around with us here on Earth?
Okay, first thing you put words in my mouth first thing. Mm-hmm. I never said there's no other life forms out there. You would have to be an ignorant, I'm going to use the F word here if you don't like it, so close your eyes. You'd have to be an ignorant fuck that not believe there's not other life forms out in the whole universe.
Okay. So in the whole universe you believe there's life. Okay.
That being said, that doesn't mean that life form has a way to get here. Right?
Okay, but if we have a way to move around, why would other life forms? They could theoretically have been around longer than us.
We can move around for 100,000 years and not run into another fella out there at our speed. That's only one.
I don't think aliens are just simply otherworldly. I think they might be like fourth dimensionally.
Oh, now we're going to
come in and out of time. They're like that. They're like that ballsack alien from Rick and Morty with the.
You're writing a Marvel novel. You're writing for Marvel now or something. We got alternate dimensions and five different Spider-Mans and different dimensions. And
Walt, come on. There has to be different dimensions. Okay?
There's definitely a multiverse out there where I just farted and nobody knows.
Yeah. You know.
Every possibility is happening at the exact same moment. That's what's going on in the multiverse.
Yeah. BWE says the aliens have a book called How to Prepare Humans. It's a cookbook.
Yeah.
And then Kathleen Music Lover says we are the only life forms. The rest of it is fake. Armin and Axis says break out the Slim Whitman records. I'm not sure I know what that means.
Where's your the aliens with the big fish bowls on their heads? You know.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about aliens, do you guys see what Maxine Waters did over the weekend?
Oh, okay. Yes. Let's.
Why are you bringing it down?
I'm trying to segue somehow.
Okay, what does she do? This.
Did you guys not see about her comments about the Chauvin trial is happening?
Oh, she was
telling
telling people to be more violent or something like that, right?
Yes,
be more.
Yes,
yeah.
and nobody on the left bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye.
Yeah. Well, nobody batted an eye a year ago, did they?
When she did the same thing, yeah. But no, she's telling basically if the Chauvin trial doesn't go the way she wants it to, then everybody needs to get violent.
This is the same script over and over and over.
It's amazing, right?
And nobody in charge says, "Oh, that guy had enough fentanyl in him to kill 3 horses." That doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter that he was acting like a complete idiot before. That doesn't matter.
No.
That doesn't matter. He weighed almost, anyways, you all know the story. None of it matters.
This is the new. I feel like, and I don't know if I said this last week or not, but this is the new O.J. Simpson trial. This is the O.J. Simpson of the 2020s.
Yeah, but we're gonna just keep going through here. I don't have any horse in that thing. This is what's called American justice. This is how it goes. There's a jury, and there's prosecutors and defendant attorneys and all this kind of stuff, and they will figure out what it is, and then they'll make their they'll make their verdict, and then we'll just deal with it. I mean, people trying to think that we should burn down cities, one way or not one way or the other. There's only one way people want to burn down the cities, right? If they don't convict that guy, then people want to do whatever.
Yeah, it's a show trial, nothing else.
Yeah, I hope that people are taking it seriously. The jurors are taking it seriously, and if they feel like there's enough evidence to say guilty, then that's what they'll do. If they feel like there isn't, then they'll do something else. And that's going to be what it is, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think your average American citizen understands what innocent until proven guilty and beyond a reasonable doubt truly means, because it's not going to make you happy every time. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be making sure that somebody going to prison or getting a life sentence or getting executed, whatever, is beyond a reasonable doubt guilty. 100%. We have no doubt in our head guilty.
I mean, at some point here, let's say they find this police officer guilty on stuff. Okay. So that's definitely him. That's not going to stop anything like that from happening again in the future. That's his life. Nope. Even if they don't find him guilty, he's still going to have issues. I don't really care about the police officer either. In this thing, right? I think there's some circumstances here, that
when are we gonna fix the society? When are we gonna fix the ones run? When are we gonna run around putting guns to pregnant women's bellies?
We're well beyond that. We're well beyond.
It takes people with bigger balls than there exist now to say, "Hey, enough! You're guilty." Next. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. This guy shouldn't have been running around on the street. All right? And now you have to deal with this I know some police are not perfect by any ways, but they have to deal with this shit on a daily basis. And as long as there's money, they're going to get themselves. I mean, people are looking to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. Look at I can make $20 million. Mm-hmm. Oh, my mama can get it when I'm dead. I mean,
easy money, right?
Where does this sideshow end? And that's what it is. It's a sideshow. Sorry, it's nothing. When you drag people into court because the people say you should drag them into court, not because there's a real case, and they won't bring up the facts about this guy being what he is and his history, because that's not fair.
This goes for
it's like, come on, it's enough.
Every time that BLM decides or anybody decides that they're going to. And this is my opinion, and it may be controversial, but it feels like any time one of these groups comes out against some sort of police violence that happens, oh no, I'm on the spot. I can see myself by myself over here.
Oh yeah.
It seems like they always go for these people who there are better examples of people out there who have been abused by the system, and they
Yeah.
choose to fall for these people who are trash. The last one that Minneapolis is going nuts over, he wasn't good either. It's just like pick better people for us to all rally around, and better examples, and people will follow you.
It's not for everybody to rally around.
I think this complication, this situation is too complicated for us to figure out as like in the zeitgeist of a society, right? If this is someone related to you, now for sure, you know, people do the wrong things and get arrested and don't wind up dead, right? Now
thousands by the day, thousands.
Yeah. Okay, so now sometimes people do the wrong things, they get arrested, they wind up dead. They should not wind up dead, right? That shouldn't happen to them. But there's, you know, in this case, there's mitigating circumstances. If you are related to this guy, then I understand why it's a super important thing to you, right? I don't want that to happen to my kids, right? Now, or myself, or you guys, or anyone out there, but ultimately we are responsible somehow for the choices that we make. And everyone's making choices in this situation that sometimes makes it worse. This is why we have a jury system of people who sit down and look at it and they figure it out. And we're not necessarily going to be happy by what happens one way or the other, but it's not a reason, it's not an excuse to destroy everything else in that town. If we really want to fix what's going on there, then we have to fix it. But part of that fix is that if we decide we want police officers, you've got to accept whatever level of authority you give the police officers. You either have to accept it, or you decide you don't want any cops.
Cops in those areas are walking off the force right now, and I don't blame them.
Personal responsibility. If you go out and get drugged up beyond your mind and do all this stuff, shit's gonna happen.
You guys are older than I am and have come from, Hank, you lived in New York, so you probably saw a lot of street life. And Walter, you're a lot older than I am.
Street
personal in a way, I'm not hood life at all. Like, not even a little.
I did, yeah.
When did personal responsibility die off? It seems like you go back to the heyday of like maybe the 50s and 60s. It was still around.
With politics.
No, well, let me be clear. When the money became like when the money started flowing out of these cities, where they don't fight things, they just pay it off. Yeah. And the lawyers run the whole show. That's when the personal responsibility, because it's not your fault. Yeah. Oh no, God, no, it's not your fault. You grew up in a bad neighborhood. Oh my God, you know.
So does anyone? I don't know. Walter probably remembers Bernie Getz, right? The Bernie Getz story, Bernard Getz.
Yeah.
In New York City. Yeah. I was a kid in New York City. I think I was maybe like 16 or 17, depending on the time, if you go back to when Bernard Getz happened. And I was getting on the subway all the time. And I've been robbed on the subway. And people were on the subway going like, what's the time? Or what you going to do for that chain? Or do this and that. And it was happening to people. So me, as the young black youth, I remember that whole story and not feeling any kind of sympathy for those guys that he shot. Why? Because there's knuckleheads running around doing that. Now, does that mean that people should just go out there and shoot people and do things to people for no reason? No, it doesn't mean that. But it means that if you endeavor to rob other people and the people do something, even if that place says you can't have guns and that person has a gun because it's a batshit crazy city and they defend themselves, I'm not going to feel sorry for the person who was out there trying to rob the guy and wound up losing his life.
I think when these things happen, it feels like people who are out there in the streets are just they allow themselves to just be completely wound up into like an emotional frenzy and don't really think through anything logically. It's just straight like emotional response, like, oh my God, cop killed black man, the world is ending.
Well, I mean, ask yourself this is what people should ask themselves when like the people who are calling, and I know, what did I see? I think I saw that Ben and Jerry's called to abolish police departments.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, if you look it up, yeah, take a deep breath. They look to do that. Here's what I say. You really want that? You want to abolish police departments? Go ahead. Go ahead. Because when everyone takes justice into their own hands, if you're going to abolish the cops, then you need to get rid of all the laws, all the gun control laws. You need to allow people to defend themselves in America. Okay? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Let's roll that way and see how long it is before people go, you know what? It might be a nice idea if we assign some people authority to go around and patrol.
I watched a Tucker Carlson video this afternoon, which was very interesting and something I hadn't thought about. I come from the premise that the left wants power through any means possible. The defund the police movement isn't about giving power back to the citizenry in the form of self-policing, making sure everybody has a firearm, making sure families are raised. It's about putting lefties into those positions so they now own that power. Something I don't remember, which he mentioned on the stream, and you guys might remember this, is in the early 90s, politics demonized the military very heavily, that he had said. And the reason that is no longer seen is because the Pentagon is now run by the left. So why would you demonize your allies? They don't have power in the police force. The police forces unanimously voted for Trump in this last election. So to them, that's the enemy of their power structure. They can't hold full power unless they, get rid of the current policing system and then add social workers or whatever we're going to call these people that will tell you how to live your life now moving forward. Very interesting take on the whole thing.
Yeah. Let me see. I think that's the thing. We have to decide what we want as a society, and then there's a cost for it. Now, obviously, people like if you're gonna have police officers, you don't want them running around, going after people based on race and stuff like that. But you're giving these guys a job to do.
There's laws for all that already. There's been laws on all that stuff since the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
We don't need more laws. We don't need more civil rights this and civil rights that. It's all there. All you have to do is enforce the stuff that's there. It's like gun stuff. It's all there.
But who is supposed to do that? Who's supposed to do that, right? In every town, like every city, whatever you want to look.
People get elected are supposed to do that.
Yeah. But the people who are electing people need to hold them responsible and say, hey, this is how we want to do it. Now, if the people you are electing and you're putting them in charge are making your city, your state, or whatever more dangerous in the long run, then you need to do something about it. If you put those people in charge and they get rid of if you put people in charge and they get rid of cops, and then you notice all of a sudden there's roving bands of criminals running around robbing you, then that's on you.
But do people actually realize that? Because I don't think they do. Well, this takes us to a whole nother side of communism, Marxism, and the BLM movement, which I don't know if you guys talked about last week. The CEO, founder, whatever you want to call her, that runs BLM just bought
3 houses,
$1.4 million homes. Three houses, one of them being
a little bit of a shopping spree, a little tiny shopping spree.
And in a 98% white community? But
why would she live in a black community that she's not doing anything to make better? Why would she live there?
It's almost like the group is being led by people that just it's almost like all Marxist organizations are being led by people who just want to take advantage of them.
It's just like any other group like this. They're only in it for their own benefit. Right. And the people that support these groups are too effing stupid, and it's what it comes down to. They're too effing stupid to even think that person would do that. Oh my God, they wouldn't do that. They look like me.
How?
Well, look at all the white. Look at all the white folk that do all the white people. They look just like me too.
Maybe I'm just. I come from a place where I think humans are inherently bad. I don't know why.
That's called Tampa. That's called Tampa.
Humans are inherently...
You're an animal. Humans are animals, just like a tiger and a lion and a cat. All right.
We're all greedy.
Left alone, you will act just like a wild animal.
Yes, we inherently are lazy. You want to do as little work as possible to pass on your genes and survive. Like, why would you want to do extra? Like, inherently, we're lazy. We are manipulative. We want to get ahead. And being a human, being a good citizen, is fighting against your what is it, super ego? No, your id. Your id is your animalistic tendencies. But there are people, and I got into a discussion. I won't call it an argument because it was a productive talk with a lefty, progressive, that I used to work with, who his belief is his belief
progressive.
His belief is his belief is that people are inherently good, and you should give them every opportunity to succeed. Which I'm like, no, everybody's gonna take advantage of you. People are inherently shit. All of them are shit. Every one of them.
They're gonna steal your shit. They're gonna rape your wife. And and that's the fact. I mean,
yeah. Just check out people's apocalyptic dreams. If someone truly told you their dream of the apocalypse while they're praying so hard for the apocalypse to happen is so they can have any woman they want, they can take anything they want.
Scary.
They think it's going to be all easy. They don't realize there's going to be some, for as bad, even if you think you're bad, there's real bad dudes out there. And when you run across those people, you don't have you're not ruthless enough.
They don't realize how. I always say I ran into probably tougher wild hogs than a lot of people are when I was hunting. And I'll just leave it at that. So
people don't understand what
it doesn't take but a second, and that badass guy is the next. He's laying in the pile with the other one. So you know,
yeah.
Just saying. That's all.
Let me get this out from Alaskan Ballistics. He gave us $2. Hold on, let me smash the applause. Appreciate it. He says pilotmix.com aircraft for 2,850. What? Okay, someone's gonna have to look that up.
Let's talk about airplanes. Forget about this human stuff. That's boring.
Yeah. Well, listen. No one's. You know what? I was looking at something. I can't remember what it was, but the person was saying that in real justice, no one's gonna be happy. Ultimately, that's the thing. So, but I'm not living or dying off of that thing. The jury needs to deal with this situation. If it was more personal to me, I would probably have a different frame of mind on it, and I could just tell you can't do anything to give me back my kids. But this is the reason why I work really hard to make my kids as good people as possible and make them considerate of other human beings. Like, us being considerate goes a long way. If you want to, there's a lot of things. If you want to do that in your home, you're not hurting anyone, you do it in your home, good to go. When you go out in society with other people, you cannot do whatever you want to do.
Not forever.
So
you must excuse me. Dinner just arrived.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
It's hot too.
Yeah. So Night Train says, I would suggest anyone here who currently lives in or near a major city be on guard and vigilant. I smell civil unrest exploding. I don't really know.
Don't. It like when all that stuff was going on last time, nothing was going on around here. I mean, there were people protesting and that walking and standing on corners and doing all that stuff, but there wasn't anything of any major. And if you think about it, they really don't have a reason to. Come on.
This kind of stuff is kind of aggravating to me. Let's wait and see what happens. And then we'll see.
Yeah, everybody's jumping in.
I'm sure there's people who are going to get mad one way or the other and riot. It's like, how do we... Look, here's the thing about human beings. A college basketball team or football team, right, will win the Super Bowl or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big sports guy. They'll win some major title or whatever, and the frickin' town gets burned down. A good thing happened, and everything gets wrecked. A bad thing happens, everything gets wrecked. So in the end, if folks wherever they want to destroy their own environment over something like that versus actually trying to figure out how do we deal with this situation? How do we, you can't deflect the responsibility on other people. If you live in that town, in that city, and you vote for the people who run that place, then you and those people are responsible for the things happening. You all could fix it if you want to. And Patrick is eating some kind of sandwich. Is that a taco?
Quesadilla. Well, you know what? I guess a quesadilla is kind of like a sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Marley just went no.
Look at Arma and Axis says Babyface is the new Walter. How long has it been since I've been eating on air? How long has that been? It's been. I've been making a point not to eat on air anymore.
That doesn't bother me.
Because you know why? I don't really enjoy my food when I'm eating it and shoveling it in
Monday.
front of you. It's like
Monday nights, especially nights that Marley's working. Monday nights have become just pick something up and bring it home while I'm on the podcast.
Yeah,
that's our new thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not really following that trial or anything like that. Obviously, the media is trying to follow that trial and get everyone all jacked up.
They want people riled up. I think we all agree on that. They want everybody riled up all the time.
You know what's the
laundry sells advertising.
You know what's the good news in my world? My kids actually both got jobs. Bye-bye. Wait, hold on. Let me.
Nice. Where are they? Oh well, I don't want you to tell us where
they're working. Party noise. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so both of them got jobs, which is awesome.
Good.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, I kind of wish I was more like my mom and just scheming on taking their money, but they as long as they give their mother some money, help pay the bills, then they could do whatever.
Or get out of the house, right? Or find an apartment.
They can do what they need to do. That
all in time.
Yeah. I think ultimately, even if people get crazy in this thing, it's going to be temporary, and then we all have to go back and we have to live with each other and work with each other and figure out how to not have these things happen going forward. And when something goes wrong, we have to look at if there's two people that get into a fight, there's three different things that happen. There's person one's thing that happened, person two's thing that happened, and then there's the reality of what actually happened. So, DCG44 says, "Be happy, ignore news crap."
That's what I
don't turn it on. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't turn it on anymore.
Yeah.
Tempted, but I don't.
Me Too on Tube says that party noise sounds like it's got COVID.
Because really, honestly, whatever is happening in Minnesota doesn't affect me. It really
doesn't affect me one bit. Not one bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't let it. See, that's the thing. People watch this stuff and they get all right. They get all upset. Not necessarily. Everyone in America is being discriminated against. That's still in a frickin' lockdown. Yeah, that's the big thing right there. The stupid lockdown crap. And I heard somebody say, I was watching an English live stream over in England from somebody that fixes lawnmowers of all things, and he said Italy's getting ready to go completely shut down again.
Italy.
Yeah, what is that going to solve? What is that going to solve?
Did you see the Doug Ford? What's he in charge of? One of the Canadian provinces. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'm pulling it up. Doug Ford is in charge of Ontario. He just put them back into a lockdown and a police state. Have you seen any of the stuff that he
a police state in Ontario? For why? Why is that in Ontario?
So basically, he allows, or what he has said is that police are now allowed to ask you why you are out of your house, where you are going, and where you live.
For what?
Any point during this lockdown, because they re-implemented the lockdown. And mind you,
and what is that?
14 million people live in Ontario across the entirety of the province. 650 people are in ICU, and that's what's causing them to go back into lockdown. Imagine that. That's pure insanity. 650 people.
Once again, here, the whole thing about the whole COVID thing from the start. If you run the numbers are normal.
Yeah.
They say 500,000 people died of COVID. Really? What happened to the flu? What happened to all these other diseases? They all kind of went away.
How many people died of heart attacks?
Well, that's
How
COVID,
many?
my friend.
No, it was COVID related.
Yeah.
Well, you go in that hospital when the COVID going on, you die of COVID. That's what.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they had the
James
guy
Mill-
here in Florida that. Sorry, they had the guy here in Florida that died of a motorcycle accident. They put COVID on his death.
Yeah, James Miller says, I think Ford rescinded that because there was such an outcry about it, and Me Too on Tube says they got serious backlash and are backpedaling. Yeah. And then Richard Mondo says France went into a harder lockdown.
It's
why?
insane.
What are you solving? You're not going to solve anything. All you're doing is, and basically, you're putting people more at risk because you're putting them inside together with each other.
Don't worry, that powder keg's going to explode at some point.
When France is going to go like ballistic at some point.
In all of these countries where they were doing it. This is not. I'm not trying to segue away from this, but did you guys know that Coleon Noir was on Joe Rogan again?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I know he was on Fox News the other day.
Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan, but I can't see the whole thing because obviously now you can't see the whole episode on Joe Rogan for some reason. Or I definitely can't see the whole Coleon Noir thing. I tried looking for it on YouTube. I can't look at this stuff on Spotify. So, but I saw that there's some snippets out there where they were talking about gun stuff and and how Coleon said it's a bigger problem in other countries over America. And then Joe Rogan, I guess, pulled up the numbers, and they were looking at the numbers, and I think Brazil, because they were going per capita, so Brazil technically has more gun deaths than America, but there's less people, and all kinds of different things there. And Brazil had real strict laws, and I think Noir was saying that they've loosened up some of them. But a lot of this stuff that's happening in countries around the planet, there shouldn't even be any kind of gun things happening because they got tons of laws. And then in the places in America where you can easily get guns, there's less stuff happening.
Charlie Hebdo shooting from 2012, whatever it was. They used full automatic AKs in France.
Yeah, I think that's illegal.
How do they do that? How do they manage that?
Yeah.
Magic.
Let me see. So you start moving east, and you get into the Eastern Bloc countries.
You better watch what you say, Walter. You gonna be a racist?
What white people? That's white people in the Eastern Bloc. It ain't brothers in the Eastern Bloc.
That's right. It's not Arab. We're talking about white people.
Oh, Arabs. Well, they're further east even yet. I mean, come on. But in the Eastern Bloc, there's weapons everywhere.
I always like when you see like Middle Eastern videos of someone at like parties and stuff, and dudes just put up their machine guns in the air and light up
I like
the
it better
sky.
when they shoot it, they ricochet on the ground and shoot their brother, shoot their friends, and everything.
Lord.
Oh my God, I know.
You know who's always sharing those videos? I'll give you guys 3 guesses. Who always puts up those videos on social media?
I have no idea.
Guns and Gear. He's always.
Okay, yeah.
I love watching his stuff on that. I don't know how he's finding all of it, but he is how I find it.
I don't shoot into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know how he's finding it. Oh, by the way, speaking of Guns and Gear had the new MP5 clone from Turkey on.
I already watched the video, and I am going to vehemently disagree.
About what?
About the Turkish MP5, Walt.
What about it?
The one that's coming in through Century
now bringing
Arms.
in.
Yeah.
So
it's an MKE. It's the same gun you have.
Yeah, it's the same
just
gun I
now
have.
brought in by Century for $1,000 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the COVID
That's
stuff.
what it is.
Yeah, but I think I think
no, because the contractors renegotiated with somebody new that can make them more money. That has nothing to do with fucking COVID. Come on.
Yeah, I think Mike said the prices he saw was between $2,500 and $3,000. What was it before, Walt? Because is that the same gun that was coming in through Zenith before?
Yeah, exact same gun.
Okay, so what was it before? 15, 17?
1,600. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, some of that could be what's going on right now with gun prices. Some of it could be what Patrick said, that they renegotiated and redid things.
Do you really think? Sorry, Walter, I don't mean to interrupt, but do you really think that this just happened within the last 6 months? Yeah. This contract has been negotiated for the last year plus.
But that doesn't mean just because Century's taking advantage of the situation, boom, done.
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
I mean, if it wasn't the way it was, that going to be. They said it was going to be like affordable. Remember that when it came out? You remember that video?
Yeah, but when did they say? When did they say that?
Why would I ever buy a Zenith clone when I can buy an SP5 or an SP5K for the same price?
Yeah, DCG says I'd rather buy the HK. Is what's the HK? But can you get the
2900?
Okay, and can you even actually get it?
I can't go right now and buy one. Go ahead, Walter.
Just don't run out. I tell people don't. If you need it, don't go out and buy it. It's like this auction the auction that just finished up on Sunday here in Tampa. Some people are paying $2 a round for 223. Why the fuck are you buying ammo for $2 a round?
I've seen it coming down now to steel case for 35 cents a round, which is still expensive.
I think it depends who you are. Yeah, I think it depends who you are and where your stocks of ammo are. So we all probably have some kind of ammo, so we're not worried like, hey, I'm not going to be able to defend my family tomorrow with ammo. There's lots of folks out there who just got in the game, and it's a different ball game. I listen. Let me say this to you. Lola found some deals on ammo and she was sharing it, and a lot of guys are like, well, that's not really a deal. And Lola was like, yeah, but this stuff is available. And you know, obviously people don't have to get it. So the guys who know better didn't get it. But guess what? All that ammo sold out because there's people who don't have any or they don't know any better. And they're like, hey, I need to get, I just need to get ammo because I have nothing. So it really depends on who you are. This is not, and I really think this is the same thing for MP5s. It's easy for us because now we're in the MP5 club to sit back and go, oh, I wouldn't buy that. And I'm happy I got Patrick and I got into the MP5 situation before this. Walter, you did. Here's the thing. How do we know, theoretically, we could never go back to what we think a normal price is on MP5s?
Oh, the thing you have to forget about pricing, the thing that will happen is Reich Marshal Biden will just turn it off.
Which might be coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
And all his little Reich Marshals are all, they're all gonna forget about whatever the price is. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I want something because I won't be able to get it anymore. Not that you won't be able to get an MP5 afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just cost you more. It's not like there's not any in the country, but
listen, I wouldn't do it, Walter. Listen. First of all, Mike's video, Mr. Guns and Gear, great video. I really enjoyed seeing him shooting his machine gun MP5. I mean, Walter, you've got one too, but I never see someone shooting a full auto MP5, and it always makes you happy. So that I think it was a good video that he did, but. And I think he said at the end of the video, right, Patrick, that those things actually aren't even available here yet, right? Like no one's actually bought one.
From what I understand, Century only brought in to begin with about 300 of them.
Okay.
Oh, that's
and then there was going to be, then there was going to be more to follow.
Yeah.
So of course they handed some of those out to the internet folks. And
but there can't be too many of those. Yeah, there can't be too many of those rolling around here. I mean, I think Mike is the only one who I've seen do something, and Guns and Gear is relatively big on that. So yeah, they might have maybe 10 of those went out to dudes.
They talked to me about stocks,
and
that was it. We gave them a price, and we haven't heard a word. So
okay.
I don't know if they think they're gonna. I don't know if they think they're gonna get it for nothing, but.
Well, and here's the thing: it's coming in as a pistol without a stock, so you have to put your stock on it, which I suggest. We've talked all about this pistol brace thing. It's up to you if you want to do that. Knowing at some point these guys are going to go after it, but you don't have to comply with that.
What else?
If they decide to go after it, then just put a stock on it because you're a felon either way.
Yeah, so that's.
I mean.
I don't know what's going to happen here, but listen, if MP5s really get this expensive, like in regular thing, you're looking at $3,000 MP5s. If this becomes a regular thing, more people will make MP5s and the prices are going to come down. Are we going to see $1,000 MP5s like everyone's waiting for the PSA to be $1,000 MP5?
It won't be $1,000.
No.
You can't produce.
Why would they sell it for $1,000 when they can sell it for $2,000 and sell all they make?
Right? Yeah, I don't think we'll see $1,500 MP5s anytime soon.
Probably not.
You know, but hopefully, if the price is really going to be there, then more people will probably get into it, and someone in America will start making those better and less expensively.
Competition's always good.
Yeah. But you're not, you don't have to go out there and get these things. Like, I know Walter bought the MP5. First of all, Walter, you probably always wanted MP5s, right?
I bought MP5 because I make a stock for it.
So it's business. Business, yeah. And then Patrick
I've always wanted one, but I wasn't going to spend what they wanted for a pre-band gun.
Yeah.
I remember when those guns were $600. I'm not going to spend $4,000 for the same gun just because somebody banned the import.
Yeah, but $600 is gone. It's like when people say, I remember when AKs were $75.
They still are in other parts of the world.
Yeah. By the time you bring it, what is it? So let me ask you this. What is the cheapest you think, Walt? Because I know you look at this stuff a lot, right? I'm really interested in knowing the answer to this. What do you think is the cheapest you could go to another country, buy a bunch of AKs, and bring them to America for? By the time you get it here and you go to sell it, you're selling it price per individual AK. What do you think it would be?
Well, if you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got Romanian guns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to remember that they're not buying 10 or 15 guns; they're buying 10 or 15,000 at a time, probably.
Mm-hmm. Are they buying them for $75 a piece? There's no way.
Probably not that cheap. No. And when I say that about $75, I mean if you were in some place in the third world. Well, I got a cookie. Look at that.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, you could trade it for a 6-pack of Coke in some places, probably.
What, the cookies?
But no, the AK.
Okay, you can show us the cookies again. I got you full screen now. Show off your cookies. There's Walter's cookies.
That sounds dirty.
Show me your cookies, yeah.
Yeah, I got your cookie. Okay, all right. All right, go ahead and eat your cookie.
The only reason we pay what we pay for imported guns is because of the stupid laws we have. The stupid edicts we have. They're not laws, most of them. They're all presidential orders and stuff.
Okay.
That's why we pay what we pay for an MP5. You don't pay out in the world. MP5 is just another subgun like an Uzi and everything else. I'm not going to care about it. I mean, but it's an HK gun. It's kind of like Colt's going to start making the CZ Colt is going to start bringing back all the old revolvers. I wonder why. Patrick, you want to get one of those new CZ Colt revolvers?
I would love to have one, but I already have a $2,500 gun, so I don't know if I want another.
They're going to bring. I think the Pythons and the 357, all those guns.
CZ knows what they're doing. CZ running thing. It's amazing that Colt has been like that for so long. They just have been mismanaged since the beginning of the company.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Sam Colt,
I'm not amazing at all.
I don't know how long it's going to take CZ to actually get things sorted out at Colt. Yeah, that's going to probably be a couple of years before we see that realistically having an effect. And then in the climate that we're in right now, who knows?
Every gun is evil.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing eventually. So, do you want to show off that gun that you just bought, Walt? You want me to show that off?
I didn't buy that. That's a transfer, my friend. Yeah, show the people that awesome firearm.
Okay, hold on a second.
Classic. It's a classic.
Yeah. This is a gun that Walter just did a transfer for. What kind of shotgun is this, Walt? Is this the Wascally Wabbit?
That's from the hills of Shoot Around the Corner. Yep.
Holy molies.
I think that's an H&R topper or something. Actually, it's not a bad single barrel if the barrel was straight.
So how does a gun get like that? Yeah.
He bought a bunch of guns, I think, that were in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And how it got bent like that, I don't know.
Oh, maybe the heat?
I'll give you $5 for that. That's about it.
Yeah, what did he pay for that? Do you know?
I have not a clue. But you know what I do? I take that sucker and chop it off with a hacksaw and chop the grip off and turn it into an SBR. A short barrel shotgun, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did you test that just to see if it can shoot around corners? That would have been an awesome video.
It'll probably work fine. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It'll just whoop.
Yeah.
But no, it's not mine to blow up. So.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I had to get a chuckle because all of them are in various stages of disrepair and falling apart. So.
Was there anything else cool in the lot? Or is that just the funniest one?
Good question.
There's actually a receiver from a Ruger over and under shotgun, Sturm and Ruger and all that. And if that was the case, that might be like a red label, those Ruger red label shotguns. But it got a little warm, so there's no barrel with it or anything. So
no bullpups in there. I'm taking it.
There's a bullpup in the shop right now. One of the Turkish bullpups.
Yeah.
For a transfer.
Ray Bozzolo says Connecticut taxpayers just gave Colt $50 million. And Chris Bullis wants to know who bought that gun.
Can't say. Some customer.
Yeah. And Appalachian Gun Runner says a lot of new guys don't realize what ammo cost 2 years ago. I have plenty, but a lot of people don't and have to pay for it, unfortunately. And that is called capitalism.
No, and that's fine. But I don't get it. Everybody has one of these now. Everybody. Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is type in ammo for sale, and you'll go to the website with all the ammo prices.
Mm-hmm. If you don't get conned, if you don't get jacked up like Flying Rich did for ammo or whatever, yes, you're right. You know, if you look,
and once you subscribe to some of these things, you get all the alerts when people get ammo in, and it ain't $2 a round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, do what you want, buy what you want, spend.
It's your money, right?
Yeah, well, maybe not. It might have been, who knows? When you get that $1,400 check, it's easy to spend $1,000 on ammo, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Brian Quick says Dogecoin to the moon. I listen. For selfish reasons, I recommend you guys get TUSC. That's my professional
that's your professional opinion on it.
Yeah. Yes, we are sponsored by TUSC, but we'll
I don't know how I would have ever known that.
Yeah, I
would have never guessed.
Totally coincidence. Let's see. Okay, Parler. Parler is back online. Are
they? Good for them.
Parler's actually back on iTunes.
What?
No, not iTunes, on Apple. Yeah. In the Apple Store.
Apple let Parler back on the App Store. I'm not going to CNN to read about that, though.
Yeah, here's my thing. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if I have to reinstall. Let me see. It says, what's my favorite color? I'm going to choose green. Continue. Oh, I got to sign in. It's letting me sign in.
Yeah, it should. Senator Markley and I sent a letter demanding answers as why Apple removed Parler from the App Store. Today we received, this is from Congressman Ken Buck. Today we received a response from Parler. Parler will be reinstated on the App Store. Huge win for free speech. What do you think the response could actually be?
People got mad.
The guiding principle for the App Store is simple. Apple wants to provide blah, 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 review process.
Let me see if I could sign in while you're... So, go ahead, Patrick. I'm just going to try to sign in.
Apple has in the past communicated with Parler regarding failures in its content moderation efforts. There's a real issue. I take a big issue with that. Google and Apple not allowing something on their phones because the company doesn't have what Apple deems a sufficient content moderation.
They want my phone number now. Oh, now they want my phone number. Got to put my phone number in there now to do this. Okay. I'm gonna keep go. I'm sorry.
No, we're waiting for you. You're the one that's the host of the show.
Yeah. So now,
this is the appropriate time for this.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see if you can actually sign into it. So you have to agree to the privacy policy, the terms of service, and the community guidelines. So you'd have to. That's like the next thing that shows up over here. So it looks like they are kind of like coming back online here. Let me see. I'm gonna agree to the nonsense, and then next thing you know, I will be a human centipede somewhere. Now I got to do a CAPTCHA also.
You're gonna be a human centipede. I got the joke.
For crying out loud! Now I got to do a CAPTCHA. Jeez.
I think I have a Parler account already. 2UXX5AX. Wait, there's another letter in there that I missed? 2UXX.
I think I have one too, actually.
5AX. This show has gone off the rails very quickly.
Yeah, we're still here. I'm just trying to sign into this to see if it's actually
Maybe
working.
you should wait till later.
For the people. I'm doing this for the people.
All right, I'm signed in.
No, it won't.
Let's see if President Trump is still here.
I kind of came to the conclusion that I can't have 15 different social media accounts because you can't. I don't have a social media person, so like they can sit there and watch and monitor and answer people's stuff and talk and all that crap. So I'll focus on a couple of them, keep them rolling.
Oh, this capture will not let me in. That's so weird.
Do it later. Quit wasting time.
Yeah, okay. All right, whatever. Yeah, so I'll try to see. We'll see if we can actually get into that. So
I got on their website, so at least that's back up and running.
Yeah.
But no, that's a big win, I think. We'll see what their next legal battle is. They're still fighting AWS. I'm curious to see how that goes. That's Amazon Web Services, who was hosting their web portal, all their traffic. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Parler. You're right. We'll see if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see what else.
I think there needs to be some sort of Twitter alternative. And it's a shame that the big companies were so eager to throw them as quickly under the bus as possible and get them removed from everything. And I honestly think use their combined powers to remove them from everything possible. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just worried that what they did to come back, whatever agreements they made in the background, I'm just worried about that, but we'll see.
Sold to the devil.
And I've tried to do this capture like 20 times and I haven't been able to get in, so I'm not gonna
do it later. Let's talk news.
Yeah.
What else is in the gun world today?
Let's see what gun world stuff is going on.
Let's talk happy stuff. Let's find some happy news.
You want happy news? Oh, do you guys want to see my new light? I got a new light. I can show you guys.
Flashlight?
No, it's actually just it's a camera light. Check this out.
No.
Speaking of flash,
it's a very nice. This is all aluminum. Okay, we're talking about the light right now, Walt.
That looks expensive.
Too late for that. It is the P1 from bowling. The P1. Let's see if we can get it to focus on that. Boom. There you go. And this is actually a pretty cool light. So this is all attached to it, and you could put this on. You can mount that on anything. And this is actually. So here we go. I'm gonna put the light on for you guys so you can see it.
No.
First, I got to figure out how to turn the light on. Actually.
All right. Let me talk about what I want to talk about.
Right.
All right. Let's hear it, Walter.
No, it was just I was we talked about it before when Olight comes out with something new, and every horror in the world that's hooked up with Olight, it appears on YouTube, and one day it was like everything I subscribed to was Olight, and I'm like, God Almighty, I hate that crap.
It's amazing how
check that out. See that? Look at that.
It's amazing how whorish people are. They're so willing to
listen, including us. But
no, it's not.
including us. By the way, look, I could change colors digitally.
I mean, I guess I can't lie.
Look,
my
look
Monday video today was I hoard myself out today.
Are you guys enjoying that? Look at that lighting. What? And I can actually
no, you look like an alien.
I could dial this down. I might be an alien. That might
You're
be
purple. Why are you purple?
Now,
so here we go. I'm going to dial it down.
You got the black light on.
You can actually control the light here. So just a little. Here's just a little bit of purple.
You couldn't go cheap like me, could you? You got to go balls to the wall.
Just a little bit of purple. Just little highlights. Just little highlights. So this is actually pretty cool. This thing will run for and this is not from Olight for anyone who's interested. But this will run for over 2 hours on this battery. And I could plug it in.
Over here, mine will run. Hold on, let's see. Those there will run until the power goes out because they're plugged into the wall. It's fancy.
Well, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. This can actually change. I could change the colors. Look at this. I'm going to change all the colors while you guys are watching. I'm going to change colors. Right, Walt? You enjoy this. You want to see...
Make me black? Come on.
Well, I can't change the colors for you, Walt. I could change it for me, but I can't change it for you.
You ready? We're going to change the colors. We're going to change the colors. All right, I'm going to be red now.
Oh, boy.
That's orange, man. My screen looked orange.
Here, we can change to yellow. There you go. Oh,
look, I can go flashing. Look, the cops are coming. The cops are pulled up.
I can go flashing too, but I probably will get arrested for that.
I can put this here in the window, and it will flash some lights or lights behind.
Oh, hey, speaking of lights, something that's been bugging me in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Down the street from us, we have this artist house, and
mm-hmm.
they're all about peace signs and all.
Oh no!
So they've had these, and usually in the holiday season they put up these lighted peace signs, right? Well, these people on my street, on my block, have these big lighted white light peace signs in their front yard. And I'm thinking, is that like saying that you ain't gonna shoot nobody if they make it, or you're safe, or?
Oh yeah, I don't think they would shoot you if you broke into their house.
You're down with the business, or what? I mean, I don't know what
down with the business. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know if
what business are you down with?
If you're good with the movement,
I see.
If you want those, why you got to put that out in my street where I got to see that shit? Peace sign is a socialist. That came out with those socialists in the '60s. That's a. If you look up the origins of the peace sign, it's not as peaceful as everybody thinks, I guess would say. So,
yeah.
But I was just wondering.
You should put out a peace sign that is peace through power.
There's so
peace
many
through superior firepower.
Peace through superior firepower. There you go.
Yeah, I'm the guy with the tank in my driveway too.
Yeah. There's so many things that have secret meanings now. You have no way of knowing. It's just like how people co-opted Beep Bop Boop. I mean, what the hell?
So, I got your Beep Bop Boop. Right?
You have no way of knowing what the hell is going on in the world when someone can co-opt
whenever I start answering somebody, typing some certain words, I always like, wait a minute, hang on, let me make sure this is not some kind of secret thing in some hood someplace.
No, you can't worry about it. You just have to do what you need to do.
I want to get tagged as being necessarily
But let me say this about the Olight thing before we move on from the light type situation. Yes, it's annoying.
Okay,
it's annoying when everyone in the world does it. But the thing is that Olight is very friendly and easy for people to do stuff with. But it really does get flooded, and if
it's like a race.
Yeah, if I could tell them what to do, I would say, hey, pick people and rotate through this. Let some of these guys have this deal. Let some of everyone going out there. There's no way that's ultimately a good thing for anyone. But listen, they do what they want to do, however they do it, and we don't always participate, but sometimes we do. And what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of aggravating with.
Yeah, we got to pay bills around here.
Oh, I get it. I completely get it. Yeah, they're giving out money, so somebody's gonna take it.
Yeah, well, they're not. It's not like giving out money, Walter. I mean,
no,
it's basically an affiliate thing. So if people use your link and go through and buy it, then you get some money, and it's
you guys have to go buy shit for Hank to be given money.
Yeah, it's not really they're not paying us to throw that stuff up, but so that's why we look at it and we don't do it all the time. If Lola feels like okay, that's cool, she'll throw something up there. But yes, I 100% agree with everyone that thinks it's annoying because it is.
I was looking on the Firearms blog and I just saw a picture showing Remington president says Remington ammunition is back in full swing. And they showed this picture of people physically loading 5-round boxes of shotgun shells. Like women and guys manually by hand putting shotgun shells in a box. And I'm thinking, in this day and age, they're loading.
Maybe this is
they're hiring people to do it.
Where was this Firearms blog?
It's Firearms blog. It's in about the middle of the front page.
Yeah. Kiaski says, I won't buy Olight because so many people pimp them. I can't trust it's good if everyone is pimping it. So...
I can tell you where you can get one for free.
Walter, do you have one?
Well, I left one at Jacksonville International Raceway in the mud.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did? Okay. But was it terrible?
Oh, no, it worked fine.
Yeah. Okay, what about you, Patrick? Was it terrible? Oh, Patrick still has his. Walter can afford to drop his all over the place because he's there's Patrick's right there.
I have another one, but I don't know where it's at right now.
It's okay. Yeah. I have things I don't like about Olights that I like. I actually just bought it. I can't show it because it's on a gun right now. I just bought a Streamlight ProTac rail mount light. And I went for Streamlight instead of the Olight because I don't particularly like the way that Olight does they advertise it at 2,000 lumens for like 6 seconds, and then it bumps down to 1,200. Then it bumps down to 800. Like, I don't want that. I want you to give me I pay for 500 lumens. I want 500 lumens so the battery dies. That's all I
Makes
want.
Sense.
I don't need 2,000 lumens for 6 seconds.
Like a burst.
Until it burns my hand off. So I ended up going with that. And then on the MP5 over here, I have a Streamlight, or not a Streamlight, a Surefire. And I paid a lot of money for that Surefire, but you get what you pay for. Probably.
Yeah, Brick says, YouTubers, buy this Olight. It's great. Also, YouTubers, I'm not running anything but Surefire, laugh out loud.
Yeah.
See, that kind of stuff, like, we use all kinds of different lights. I have Surefire stuff, Olight, whatever. I mean, lots of different lights around here. So look, I just got this thing. It has nothing to do with any of those companies.
This here works well for for its intended purpose, which is finding stuff under the car seat or looking around the house under the chair. It's really good for that. Going out in the garage and just kind of scoping for something. I still think there are better things on the market. It's just to buy better, you have to pay an American price, and a lot of people aren't willing to pay for the American price. So
yeah, Shooting Gallery, and he says, I have a video going out this week that's not so flattering of Olight. Laugh out loud. Okay, awesome.
Good. I mean, yeah. My only complaint is the 2,000 lumens for 8 seconds. It's like, why are you marketing it as 2,000 lumens when it literally lasts for 45 seconds? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. Night Train says, I have no issues with Olights. Brick says, Streamlights are excellent.
Streamlight's been really good, and it's kind of a mix of... I feel like Streamlight is a middle ground between Olight and Surefire. One other thing I read today, somebody had said that Streamlight is like 90% of the quality of Surefire at like 50% of the cost. So, there's going to be trade-offs when you buy anything. The cost of getting into anything, you're going to have trade-offs between the top of the line and what you can afford. So,
Armament and Axis says, I got one for Christmas present, keychain light, thanks Hank and Lola. I own one other Olight and have had good luck. There you go. Richard Monder says, YouTubers say buy made in the USA, then pimp Olights, laugh out loud. The Brick says the Streamlight RM2 is really nice too. I say get what you can afford. If you could buy stuff that's made in America, that's awesome. But if you cannot necessarily afford it, and there's what you think is good stuff made somewhere else, a lot of stuff is made outside of America. But hey,
and you're paying for labor. Like that's what it comes
Yeah.
down to, is you're paying for the person that runs the
Oh, you're
CNC
paying
machine.
for labor. You're paying for insurance. You're paying for
Yeah,
liability insurance. You're
Yeah.
paying
The
for
reason stuff went over to China is because they are unscrupulous, and that's the best way I could say it.
Mhm.
you're part of the reason stuff went to China is called the EPA, lawyers,
Yep, absolutely.
insurance.
Mhm.
A lot of the reason stuff went to China is because of our fault here in this country.
Yeah.
No other,
Absolutely.
aside from the fact
Just coding these things, I can't even imagine the cost of running a company that all you do is anodize, or any sort of chemical coatings. Like the EPA
But
is probably up your ass all the time.
that's nasty, and then people can sue you because they're sick, and
Yeah. It gets crazy. BWE Firearms. Richard says, my phone has a light on it. Why do I need to carry anything else? BWE also says that he uses an Uzi as his concealed carry. So,
well,
I mean,
if you can put that
if you
in
roll like
description,
that,
that's fine, man.
yeah, if that's how you roll, then that's how you roll.
I do like
Okay.
My
the
phone
new,
has a
the-
watch on it. Why do I wear a watch? It's because I'm fancy. That's why.
I do like the new phone has a nice. I like the way they put the flashlight.
Oh, Walter!
switch right
By
on
the way, Walter upgraded his phone.
I
Yeah.
had to because my other phone
Yeah.
became psychotic.
I
mean,
think
there's
that
no
was
other-
deliberate on Apple's part. They're like, oh, he
Um,
refuses to get a new phone. Okay, watch this. Bloop.
I
Yeah.
don't think the Pope could have pulled that possession out of that damn phone.
Yeah,
I mean, it was possessed.
Yeah.
Just doing whatever it wants, whenever it wants. No.
yeah. Kathleen
gonna
Music
take- I was
Lover
gonna take a
says
hammer
Hollow
to it.
Sun is made in China for sure.
It is,
I-
and they're pretty good. I have a feeling that this what is it? SIG, all those SIG optics. I'm pretty sure they're made in the same factory.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So, and the Juice is saying people wonder why China's taking over the USA as a superpower.
'Cause we're
Keep
cheap as
buying
fuck.
Chinese folks. Yeah.
Because all of us are cheap as hell.
It's not just that.
I mean, yeah.
Because of
No,
people
we do have regulation that kills industry as well. So yeah.
I think it's both. I think ultimately people are going to get whatever's the best value for money kind of thing. There's certain things I don't buy from China, but at some point you probably will be buying. Like, none of us have Chinese cars right now, but we have cars that have lots of Chinese parts, including the American ones.
Yeah, I mean that's been going on for a long time. But yeah, you're gonna when you start to buy that Chicom car, you're gonna be surprised how cheap it is.
Yeah, unless you know how to fix all your own stuff, you don't have everything in your house made in America. It would be awesome, but it's not true.
Just buying stuff off of Amazon versus buying from it, like simple things like anodized or stuff. I have this over here, which I recently got rid of. This is a claw mount for an MP5. And it was something I bought to play with. It was $10 off Amazon. You probably would consider it airsoft quality. But I bought it for $10. I was like, fuck it, I'll play with it, see how it is. And I found all the shortcomings that were with it, and then I ended up buying a B&T. It's not a B&T. It's made by MFI. It's the nice one that MFI makes, which is like $100, American made. And if you I need to do a video putting them next to each other because machining is much better on the American one. Anodizing, true hard coat versus this. Does this look like hard coat anodizing to anybody? Shiny, shitty anodizing.
Well,
there are big differences in what you get, and you typically get what you pay for in the most part.
Yeah. So listen, John Crump gave us a super chat. Let's do the applause. And he says SIG Optics is made by Holosun. So there you go.
I knew it. I always knew it was.
Yeah.
You talk to the Chinese guys at the SHOT Show, and hey, you can you make that for me? I'll make all you. I'll put your name on. I'll put anything you want on.
Exactly.
Yeah. When we do it, when you want to do it, when you want to do it, yeah. No,
it's just yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, it's one of these things that it's price point, right? Price point is a human being thing, so.
Let me tell you another thing too. I hear it from the mini bike people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to buy American stuff. You need to buy American parts. American this. There are some parts and pieces on motorcycles that have never, and I'll say this with much confidence, never been made in the United States. They were either made in Japan or Taiwan or wherever, but they've never been made in the U.S. So you don't have an, you got to buy American. Well, good luck.
I think that I think the boat has sailed. I know that sounds terrible on that. I think there are certain things that can be made in America and people could get affordably, but just the industry has gone over to other places, and even China is not as cheap as it used to be, believe it or not.
No, China has competition. There's Vietnam and all these other developing countries.
There's places in Africa, India, yeah.
If India gets their shit together, eventually here they'll make China.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
China has a big problem, and China can't feed its own people. Technically, they can't. Mm-hmm. They don't produce enough food, and they've brought a lot of their people from the country into the city to be these men in the manufacturing. And if it ever gets dicey in China, my God, talk about a riot! Holy guacamole!
Mm-hmm.
You ain't seen a riot yet.
Oh yeah. I try my best when it comes to buying things something that I want to last. I try my best to do the whole buy once, cry once. Marley the other day, yesterday, we were talking about buying a bookcase to put. You guys can't see it. It's behind me. I have a TV right here that I've never used. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, you could.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep, I have a TV there that has never.
Yeah, I've never seen you. I've never seen that thing turned on.
Never turned on.
No,
so I was like, why don't we replace it? Because I have a whole bunch of books here. I have books downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we get a nice bookshelf, put it there? And she was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and people buy and sell cheap, shitty furniture all the time. And I was like, why don't we just go to Wood U, buy hardwood, even though it's not American made. A lot of it's made in Vietnam, but like, pay the extra price for hardwood that we stain ourselves because it will last so much longer than that particle board crap. No, I try my best to spend a little extra and buy something that's going to last.
But you have to go ahead, Walt. Sorry.
You can buy American-made furniture, but you're not going to get it for IKEA price. And but then again, it might last you till for your greedy grandchildren are putting their books in it.
There are reasons why high-end British furniture and things like that are still collected and put in people's homes that have lasted 150 years, 200 years. It's because it was made nicely.
The stuff made by the Amish and stuff like that, and different places, they make all that stuff. That's good stuff.
Plenty good too.
You're just going to pay more money for it. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've gotten to the point now where I would rather, if it's going to last me a long time, I'd rather have it. If it's something we're going to keep for a long time, especially, I'd rather pay the price to have something nice than buy crap.
The furniture in this van is made by the Amish in Indiana, and it's they did a pretty good job.
Hey, you can't go without mentioning that van, can't you?
No, it's awesome. This is look, you pick.
Wait a minute, hang on there. That should have parlayed right into a promo for one of your videos. Come on, man.
Make sure you check out Stranger Palooza.
Who needs to be telling who what to do? Come on, man.
That's right. Walt needs to be in charge here, right?
Look at you, professional. John Crump says his desk was made American and it's $17,000. What is that? The frickin' what is
that's a very expensive desk.
Is it a bomb shelter underneath or something?
Jesus Christ, $17,000.
Yeah. I want to say, is it that desk from frickin' what's the name of the movie with Nicolas Cage?
Does it have the presidential?
The presidential desk. Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
The something. What the Resolute? Is it the Resolute desk? I mean, seriously, man. The Juice says Amish makes good furniture.
Is that the one Bill Clinton did Monica Lewinsky on, or is that
that's what it's known for? That's why he has it.
By the way, the cottage that's like the where it's the you guys know what the cottage is. It's over here on the hacienda. Yeah. That's also Amish. The Amish do good. They do good building.
They do good work, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have gotten along so long without doing good work.
We have a dresser, nightstands, and where I keep my clothes in upstairs. The dressers are all made up. Peggy liked all that stuff. That's what got it.
Yeah. Look, I just put out. Oh, by the way, this is a good segue. I just released a new video from Sam Andrews, how to make a belt.
I watched it.
I watched that.
What you guys think about that?
The whole family watched it, actually.
Oh, awesome.
I want a belt now.
Yeah. Doesn't that make you want to make a belt? Like, I was talking to Sam, and I said, you know what, Sam? I think that I could actually make a belt now. And Lola was over there, and she was like,
you
like
need
that.
the right
I
can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we could. I think all of us
can
could
make
do
that
it.
belt.
I don't have the tooling that Sam has. That tool for cutting the leather,
making the leather strip.
Oh,
I want that,
man.
even though I have no practical reason. I want that.
I
so
know,
I can just
but
make leather strips.
That thing must be wicked sharp. Just going right through that leather.
Yeah,
oh.
That was cool. Yeah, but I think because he said that he was like, well, if you think you can make one next time you're over here, you can make one. And Lola's like, you can't make it. If I've got Sam Andrews' tools and that video, I think I could do it.
That'd be funny to watch, I have to say.
Yeah, I would watch that. That'd be a good video.
Okay, you guys just want to laugh at me.
Can I be the commentator on that one?
Yeah, that's right. We'll do like what's the show where
we're taking side bets how long it takes.
I'll tell you what I'll do. How about we all three of us go to St. Augustine and we all try to make a belt?
I bet you I can make a belt.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see who makes a nice belt.
I bet I could make a nice belt.
I think I could make one too. I edited that video, which qualifies me. I think. No?
I think.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I think I looked at it so much editing it that I should.
You know, every step of the way for making a belt.
Yeah. No, that was actually a pretty cool video. When I looked at it, I was like, oh man, this is actually pretty nice. I think you can do it.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't even know that Sam made belts. I thought he only did holsters.
Nope. I only wear his belts.
Next time I need a new belt, I will be buying one from Sam instead of some
Peggy hasn't. All the belts I have came from Ohio when she went up to Longaberger. So there was somebody that did belts up there that she'd stop in.
What went to Whataburger?
Yeah, I don't know. What the hell did you just say?
You got a belt from Whataburger?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
She would go up there to Longaberger, the basket thing. They're not in business anymore, I guess. But in that area of Ohio, there's the Amish, and she stopped in this one place where the guy did leather belts and all that stuff. So. But I'll take your challenge on the belt making.
Okay, yeah. Ronald Hotboy says I got $100 on Walter. Okay.
Thank you.
Vote of confidence. Vote of confidence from over there. But yeah, listen, his belts, I think entry level, $85, but it's a good. So I've got 2 belts from Sam Andrews. It's all I really wear. And
how long have you had them?
I've had them for about 6 years. And when I went there, Sam took a look at the belts. The only thing he had to do was touch up the edges. There was no stretching, no damage. He did give me new fancy belt buckles because he's got these black, really cool black belt buckles. And he was like, "Oh, you want to?" And I was, "Of course I want black belt buckles." So, always bet on black. So there you go. John Crump is showing off about his handmade oak desk that's $17,000. I'm gonna steal a piece of that when I go there.
That's quality leather goods are one of those things that it's worth spending money on. I've learned that. Yeah. Buy good leather because it lasts a long time.
Yeah. I actually ordered a Stingray one. So that'll be my third belt when it's done.
And if you need some oil for your belt, this is what Sam recommends.
Okay. What is it?
Hide Rejuvenator.
Yeah.
Like you got a holster that's all dried out or something? It works really well on that. So
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So speaking of that, it's 9:00 here, so we should probably wrap it up. Babyface, did you put up a new video?
Really?
Yeah, we hit 9. Damn. We hit 9. You're having too much fun.
Talking about belts.
Yeah, BWE wants to get into the belt challenge. Oh boy. And that's where Sam bans me for life. You can't just have everyone over here making belts. What do you think? I'm running a belt kegger? Wait, hold on. I have to do Sean Connery accent.
You have to do it very calmly, like Sam.
You just can't have everyone over here making belts. I don't know. I don't think that was. I can't do Sam's voice that well.
No, I don't think anybody can.
He sounds like Sean Connery.
Over here.
Yeah.
You have to say,
Connery.
you'll get a smacked bottom. You'll get a smacked bottom like that.
Sean Connery.
Bruce Ludeman wants to know if we use leather holsters. I do.
I use
Patrick
Kydex.
has. Yeah, Patrick has one for his.
I have a Python holster for a Python.
Yeah,
but I mostly use Kydex.
Yeah, I think Walter's not a holster guy, but he's got leather holsters and stuff like that.
This is a leather. I use whole Sten mags in it.
I like that.
Yeah, your
nice. Get some MP5s in there. I need an MP5 mag holder.
Yeah, your Walter's thing is really degraded.
His internet quality is.
Yeah.
I gotta work. I think our router's probably, or the modem's probably.
You gotta go whoop somebody that's downloading too many videos.
Yeah, or take your phone, Walter, and take off the Wi-Fi on your phone, because your Wi-Fi is probably on your phone.
No way, his phone is pulling in that much data.
Hit the Wi-Fi button.
There's no way, man.
Hit Wi-Fi
off.
Way. Let's see what happens. Hit Wi-Fi off on that, Walter. Do you know how to find it? Settings.
Shut up.
And look at that. Isn't he getting better?
I don't know about that.
I ain't even done it yet, Holmes.
I know
exactly.
I ain't even done it yet.
Well, let's see. You cannot find settings yet? Okay.
It's done.
Okay, there you go.
Not yet. Not better.
Okay, you're clear. Yeah, you're clearer now.
And better
Get
on
out
mine.
of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other people in the house getting on there. Okay, Patrick, I'm sorry. You were telling us about the new video, I think.
I wasn't, but I will.
Okay.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP. We put a video up today where I did whore out a little bit. I'm proud of my whoring because the product that was sent to me was actually very nice.
What did you put your horror-y on?
A whole bunch of upgrades for the 995 carbine, the High Point carbine.
Oh, sweet.
So if you want to see rails and muzzle brake, and Walter, I have something for you too. I got to get it to you when I see you next. I have a carbon fiber barrel shroud for the High Point carbine.
What?
High Point carbine in the up stock.
What?
So a High Point. It has to be a High Point carbine in the. Longshot Manufacturing sent me all this stuff. They make it.
That's cool.
But he asked if anybody had a High Point carbine in the stock, and I was like, I know somebody who does. Well, if you want to cover that little bit of barrel that's sticking out the end, I have a carbon fiber piece that puts right over the end and looks pretty dope. So
nice.
Next time I see you, I'll bring it with me.
What's the name of the company?
Longshot Manufacturing.
Longshot Manufacturing.
If you check the video, Babyface P25 or something like that, there's a pinned comment that gets you a discount. I don't make any money off of it. You just get a discount. So
yeah, no, that's cool. And any companies out there that want to send Babyface P stuff, please do it, and Babyface will talk about it here on the show and put it in videos or whatever.
I actually have something. I got something cool coming up soon. I had somebody send me a patch wall, and I'm thinking. You guys tell me. People in the comments can tell me what you think. I'm thinking about purchasing a PO box for a couple of months and doing a send me your patches campaign and see how many patches different, no matter what you send me. I don't care how vulgar it is, whatever it is, we'll put it on the patch wall.
Oh boy.
Challenge
accepted.
I was thinking about doing that. Yeah. So if you guys think this is a good idea, let me know. I was thinking about doing that in the next week or two, couple of weeks.
I think you're going to have the world's largest collection of dick butt.
Probably, yeah. So anyways, that's what I got going on.
Awesome. Walter, what do you have? What's going on with Dirtfoot Racing as well as Safety Harbor Firearms?
We'll go Safety Harbor first. I'm forcing my face here. I'm all on the screen all by myself. You can check. It did get clearer after I turned the Wi-Fi off, by the way, too.
Oh, really?
Don't give him that credit. Come on.
Look at this. Hank Strange knowing something. Who would have thunk it? Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
And for the latest on RV videos, check out Stranger Palooza. Let's see here. Anyway, so you got Safety Harbor Firearms on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check it out. We are working on street box stocks for those people waiting on those. On Dirtfoot Racing this weekend, I was up at the Gambler 500. I posted all the video from that races on the Dirtfoot YouTube channel if you want to see some mini bike racing, including me and my son and other folks. And that's pretty much it. STEMparts.com for all your STEM part needs. It's been really busy in STEM parts. I think with Creepy Joe and the ATF people talking about banning everything, people are buying their do-it-yourself gun parts. So, yeah.
They're getting it now.
Yeah, right after that talk started, man, the STEM parts was doing probably 3 to 4 times as much as it normally does. So, yeah. So, yeah.
It's good. It's a good thing and a bad thing, man. You know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. You worry about the industry going forward with this kind of, anytime you take something and you keep going like this with it, where it keeps going up and down, eventually it's going to snap, right? It gets heated up, it breaks. And that's, I don't know, I worry about the firearms industry overall with that kind of stuff. We've been doing that now for 2 years, I think, right?
Something
2
will
years
break,
with this craziness?
Might not be the firearms industry.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too.
A lot of people are, that's why they're buying ammo at 5 times what it's worth. So
yeah, yep. I think that's a good point. Okay, so listen, on my part, you guys check out TUSC Firearms Crypto. Look into it. You can search TUSC, TUSC Crypto, and check that out. Make sure you guys also check out US Law Shield. We have a link in the description. That way you can protect yourself if you ever get into anything. You have to defend yourself. We have US Law Shield, and we're going to have the guys from US Law Shield on as well. So that's that. Make sure you check out hankstrange.com. Also, support Babyface P on all his different things that he's up to, as well as Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms. I'm going to run in the end here and then come back. I don't know who's going to have the last word. Do you guys know who wants to? You want Walter? Okay, so Walter, you're going to be the last word. Let's run. Patrick doesn't. He's like, no, not interested. Okay, let's go. I'm going to run in the end right now. All right, guys, thanks for watching here. We really appreciate you guys doing that. Smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. We're going to rip the audio out of this and post it up on iTunes and all your other favorite places to get your audio podcast from. We appreciate everyone watching. We will be back tomorrow. Walter, what you got?
Be civil. And don't get all upset watching the news all day long. Turn that damn news off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. The world will keep on turning.
Talk to your friends, Mm-hmm. Talk to your friends,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Build relationships. Yeah. Build relationships.
Get some nookie.
Mm-hmm. Build some guns.
Yeah. If you feel guns. Yeah. Get some guns, get some nookie. Have a good old time. We will see you guys tomorrow. We're out of here. Peace.
See you guys.